Mario Cannon. Stop hot, man. You know I'm right. Come on now. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a big bag. I got them big mad. Gotta take them boys to school cause they skip class. They be tryna watch my moves, tryna steal swag. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a big bag. I got them big mad. Gotta take them boys to school cause they skip class. They be tryna watch my moves, tryna steal swag.
What's going on, everybody, man? This is Shot Clock, G-Day Hoop Scout. Got Robsy in the gym. We got the Baller Plug, Coach Ant Willis. Basketball's back in full effect. But before we get to that, always a health and wellness check, man. How everybody been? How was y'all week?
Oh, it's good, man. Basketball started this week. Had a lot of good games. You know what I'm saying? So, everything going good on my end.
Everything great, man. Great week. Basketball started again, as Coach said. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying it, loving it. Can't wait till next week.
Did basketball really ever stop? That's my question. But nah, good girls action, good boys action. I was here for all of it. Yeah, I got the rest of it, and can't wait to figure out what side we are on different things.
Yeah, same here. Good week for me as well. Um, Work week went by really quick, so that was always good. Got to take in some basketball this weekend. That's always good as well. Family as well. Life is good. And so just thankful, man. Thankful that we able to be on this platform together again. Thankful that basketball started. Just thankful to be alive, man. We take that for granted a lot of times. And so just thankful, man. But getting right with the show, man. Man, a lot of good events. 3 events going on at the same time. A lot of good basketball. Do y'all just want to talk about who stood out to you the most, man? Everybody was at various events, so that's what makes it beneficial. Was all able to see kids at different events. Baller Plug was running an event over at Stratford High School. Shout out to Extra Eyes team. Making the moves in the right way, man. It's always good to see that. I was, of course, at the season opener. Rob was at season opener. Coach Ant split time between season opener and the tip-off presented by OTR. So, it was well represented. We was everywhere. Got to see a lot of action. Who stood out the most to you, man?
Well, before we do that, I will say, man, I really wish in the Houston area we could create some bigger schools and not so many schools in one district. Watching Duncanville play and watching Newton play when we played against them this week, two public schools where they benefit from an area of getting multiple kids from like a small town, a city. And it showed when we kind of look at that situation, Duncanville, man, I'm not going to lie, those guys, look like NBA college pros out there, man. Just the size, the athleticism at every position, the one thing I like, the cohesiveness on the bench with the coaches, the swag be on mean. Like, shout out to the Duncanville swag on the coaching staff. Boys being the Jays, all day. But
The sneakers cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Championship, bro.
But it's just the culture was really, really good. PV does a great job with the culture out there and everything, man. So Duncanville looks really, really, really good. Even without Anthony Blackpan, shout out to him. Just a great kid overall, still rooting for his team, still out there on the bench. Didn't try to transfer to go to no home school, no prep school, nothing. Free AB for sure. But they looked like the state champs again. I hate to say it, but that's what they look like. They look like state champs again. But yeah, that point to me, it's just we got so many high schools in Houston, which is good, but at the same time, just seeing those two public schools, not a private school or a charter school or prep school, be able to have that much talent in that school is crazy. It's crazy. So.
You also have to think about the area as well, where they're located.
Correct.
Because, you know, we have a North Shore, we have a Seed King, where they're the only high school within their own districts. And they both have numbers either equal to or you know, I think North Shore is more kids.
They are.
So it's
So we
6A, like 4A, and that's
we have like those two schools, but it's about the area.
No,
The talent
exactly.
pool.
Exactly. No, exactly. But I also think it's about too just Duncanville within itself, the 7 gyms, 10 gyms, whatever they got. You know, the community being all together. Like again, it's just, you know, it's. I just think it's different. You know, again, like Allen, schools like that. But I just say it's. You know, I would say C. King, I think, is doing a great job with their situation, with the new facility, the gym, the football field is amazing. So, you know, I think they're doing a great job. They got a dub this week against PSAT. So they played really well as well. So they're doing some good things as well. So.
Man, Rob, who stood out to you, man?
And it's a lot of people, man. Just off the top of my head, without looking at my notes, gotta start off with from the first day. Gotta say Ron Holland. Ron Holland, a monster, putting together one of the. I think I want to say Buff or somebody said this, and it came to my attention, like putting together one of the great resumes that we've seen in a while. Like his resume is up there with, like, if he get another state championship and another gold medal or something this summer, like his resume gonna be immaculate. He ain't lost any games, you know what I'm saying? Well, he did EYBL, so I gotta say Ron Holland. Man, I'm just trying to think. Landon Jawamin from Atascocita, really putting the city on notice. We seen it in the Super 16. He got stitches in the middle of the game. Had to get butterfly stitches because he took an elbow and an eye, and then came back and still hit like 3 or 4 big buckets in the fourth quarter. Finished with like 20-some points. So I got to say him. Chris McDermott.
Yes.
30 and 16. Like I said this a while ago. Like he got that toughness. Like when we went to high school, like he scoring you, he shoulder you in the chest, like he talking to you the whole game. Like he ain't trying to be friends with you on the court. From the jump ball, he right at your neck. So I like him a lot. Gotta say him. Ryan Moore and Mikey Hawkins. They was, and I gotta say, Duba Maneki had 21, but Mikey Hawkins was like the catalyst. Mikey Hawkins, Ryan Moore, Trent Burns, them 4 was like the catalyst for that win. Because Mikey Hawkins was everywhere. Ryan Moore was playing his position. Trent Burns defensively changed a lot of shots against Beaumont United. You can say what you want to about him on the offensive end, but his defensive presence was game changing for them, and they got a big win against Beaumont United. Say it again, Gary.
Oh, my big Trent, 6'8" Trent,
6'11" Trent.
6. My bad. But yeah, hey,
yeah.
for him is really, really sky's the limit, man. I agree. Hey, that's a name that I can co-sign with you on that one. The other names, that's yours. That one right there, I'm gonna piggyback with you on that one. Sky's the
Uh,
limit.
Jaquil played well in the loss. Justin Big played well in the loss. Shot the ball really well. Chris Johnson played well. Jacob Cole had his moments in the game. Got a big time dunk on Chris Johnson that you might see later on in our top 10. Shameless plug. Stick around for that. But the whole day was hold on 1 second. I gotta say this kid. Javarius Thompson from Nimitz played really well. I like what I saw at that whole Nimitz team. So that's just a few. I ain't go. Oh, and I'll be remiss if I ain't say this one. Abu Kamara was everywhere for Katie Pato. It looked like it was 7 of them on the court.
That
He was everywhere.
He's gonna have a big year, really
Yes,
big
he
year.
is. Energy personified. Blocking shots, rebound, offensive rebound, dunking, getting back. Yeah. Go ahead, G-Day.
No, man. I'm enjoying everybody's inputs, man. G Dot, man, baller plug. What about your event, man?
Real quick, Abu Kamara. Guess what we saw him at first this summer? Well, I saw him at first. I saw him at D-Day running gun. You see, when you get to see teams that you don't always get to see, you get to see kids, and then you get to track their progress. That's how analysis go. I kind of want to spotlight that. When people be like, "Oh, you didn't see them play a lot this year," and you're right. But when I did, this is what stood out, and this is what's gonna continue to pique my interest when I hear Katie Payton. But anyway, not necessarily my event, just powered by Extra Eyes. It was a team affair. Shout out the good people at Stafford. First time watching Stafford play, and I really like what I saw.
Hey, they tough, man.
Yeah, man, and they got some kids that who are I feel like prototype kids body wise that I just never
Mm-hmm.
saw, and they got a little freshman over there that hey, give them 2 years in that system, they might walk away with another 4A crown. Like they're coached really well. I got to see the new look Hightower and the new look Bush. We don't have to really talk about why they're new looks, but they went on clicking. They both gritted out wins. I take that back. Bush gritted out a win that Coach Gay wasn't really happy about because of what his principles are, but he was happy to get out of there, teaching some guys some things in the late game moments.
Mm-hmm.
Hightower, on the other hand, you know, they just keep rolling. Coach Woods got a system. We all know Coach Woods is real level, not too big, not too small. Right person for the moment. He added Coach Sims to his staff, so get some more experience over there. You got Ja'Cory Chapman. You got I don't want to say the wrong name. Aaron Williams, right?
Yep, Aaron Williams.
Yeah, Aaron Williams. Yep.
Hit some shots. Like they know that system, and it's gonna be. And then I got to see Fort Bend Marshall. Oh man, that's gonna be a tight little race right there. Like that's what, a 20-minute drive, and you're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
to earn every one of those wins. Marshall got Jalen Lowe and newcomer from Hightower, Chris Kitchens. They play well together. They also have Chase, and they have a freshman, that came off the bench. He kind of got hurt a little bit. We don't really like to see kids get hurt. Hope he's okay. But he Coach Courtney reloaded. He got some fresh faces, and then he get Chris Marshall off the football field. Sad that they lost their first round game. Shout out Chris Marshall. He's a spectacular football talent. But when he gets on the court, he makes them. I believe that honestly. Coach Courtney said it himself. He's all about defense. But the game for me was Stafford versus Madison. Jaden Gambrell is the next scorer. Is that okay to crown a kid? Is it too early? Is it too early, Rob?
Nah, it ain't too early because you're telling the truth. That kid can score the basketball.
He can score the back, but every great scorer has one Achilles heel: offensive fouls, right?
Yes.
And that's gonna be his growing up point. I didn't realize he was in foul trouble. I thought Madison was up so far on Stafford, they was getting everybody else in because my man Mr. Allen, he had 20 by halftime. He had 5 threes. So I'm like, okay, cool. Jaden Gambrell was cooking. Madison was slow.
Allen can really I'm sorry, Coach Gary. Mason Allen can really shoot the basketball. He really developed this year though, because I watched a lot of Madison. His dribbling and ball handling has really developed, but he can really shoot. If you leave him open, he gonna knock that down. He is severely slept on as a shooter in this season.
Rob, that's the kid when I came over there with you at for the Bel Air for the
Yeah, with the plats. This Jim.
Yeah. He hit 2024.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
2023.
So what about his junior?
2024 is Gambrell. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, that's Gambrell.
Yeah, he nice.
I hate the kids because they're gonna be in my mentions. But if you're gonna say Bryce Griggs and PJ Haggerty are scorers in their class, well, Wesley Yates is a scorer in his class. Jaden Gambrell, I saw Tyshawn Archie name mentioned, and I gotta watch more of him, right? That's on me. But Mr. Day and Rob and Ant told me. So it's not like I'm not aware. I just, that official cosign is when you get the eye test. You can't cosign a kid that you don't see.
True.
So with that being said, I got a chance to see a lot of Jaden Gambrell, and he can score in the corner, at the top, in the paint, at the free throw line, at your mama house, at my granny house, at your house. He can score. And I know basketball is bigger than scoring, but it's refreshing to see Madison have something that looks like a contender over there as well. It ain't gonna be. You got to stay mentally focused. They should have never lost to Stafford because at one point they was up 14 or so, but nothing taken away from Stafford. Stafford capitalized on a moment, played great defense, and that's what you teach your kids. Coach never got their kids out of the game. He had them slide hillside, and they were awesome. Yates won by 1,000, and Cy Ridge and Coach Gabe got some pieces over there. And if you know, like I know,
Hey! Shout out! Hey, my dude's over there getting busy.
Yeah,
hey, my dude Trey and Jamil getting busy.
Had some Keebler elves a couple of years ago. Now he got some Jolly Green Giants over there.
Exactly. Hey, that's one thing I would say. He doing a good job over there, man. Like he is. He's doing a really, really good job over there. That sophomore they got, he's going like a lot of people didn't really see him this summer play a lot. He's playing RO9, but he is going to really be one of the bigs we're going to talk about in that class in the next couple of years. Like the opportunity he's getting this year as a sophomore to play the minutes he's playing is going to really help him come in this summer playing varsity. Then he's going to transfer over and probably play 16U. So that's going to really help him. He's going to be used to playing a lot of minutes at a high caliber situation. He's really a big piece to what their success is going to be this year. So he's going to get playoff experience as well. So he's going to be really a big we need to really talk about in that 2024 especially come probably after this season going into the spring for sure. So
And our last two teams on the menu, teams that we can kind of put together because of the same side of town, Houston Fur and Northside. Northside has a young group. I don't think they've been this young in a long time. No Fazo, no Keemon Capers walking through that door. So with a trusty coaching staff, you know, they got a freshman over there, guard. He might be a potential piece turner for them, but they got to just work on a couple of things, and I think North Shore will be okay. And we're talking about winning their district. And then Fur, which is, recruiting battlegrounds, that's who they recruit against. Um, Coach Lewis and Coach Mintz got some kids over there, and I think they got some culture changers. And they don't look bad, you know. They're gonna give the teams a few knockout punches. What they got to worry about is just being focused and finishing games because of their being so young, both teams. But both teams have good coaching staffs that'll steal you wins. I believe coaching staffs can steal you wins when your talent isn't always up to snuff, with right preparation. So, not I thank the good people at Stafford for letting me do my crazy antics at the Spartan Classic, Coach Montoya. It just happened to fall in my lap. It was nothing I planned. It's a lot of basketball for everybody, though. You know, the city won this weekend.
couple other teams I seen at the tip off. Uh, the Steve King and PSAT game was a really, really good game from start to finish. Steve King came out the dub. They was up at one point by 14 or something like that. Coach DJ did a really, really, really good job of time management with timeouts and stuff like that to get them back in the game, to get them a chance to almost have the last chance shot. Steve King is looking really, really good. The way they're playing, head coach wasn't there. Assistant coach did a really good job and won the situation. They had one kid sitting out as well, so and still got the dub, which is a starter. So they did a really good job. PSAT, again, they got pieces. I think with them, a new program, building the cultural, not really guys who's been there the year before. That by time we get to mid-December, they should be looking really, really, really good. Because they start four guys over 6'6". That's Duncanville is really the only other team I seen. Newman, someone that's got four guys over 6'6" start. And then Legacy really did a good job for the city playing against Lincoln. Really tough game. Legacy again, defensively, they are always tough defensively. Those pickups from Louisiana, I didn't really see Fred Payne play at the beginning when he came to the city and everybody put him up so high. That kid's the truth. That kid is the truth. I really, 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 really like his game as a guard. Like he's solid player. He's actually ready for the next level. Big kid they got from Louisiana too as a senior. He's a problem he's always on that rim, getting to it, dunking on boys, everything. Cam Burke did a good job. Number 15, good shooter, hit some big shots. Legacy is doing very well with the pieces they have. A lot of people didn't expect them to be, as good as they were last year with all the D1 guys they had and the size they had. But, PJ over there doing a really good job with that team, getting them boys to play hard, play together. Legacy culture is real. So they did a really good job against Lincoln. I'm not gonna lie, Jordan Welsh, how you said Welsh?
Jordan Walsh.
That was the first time I got to see him in person. That's a grown man. It's just a difference. Like you can see guys walk on the floor, and you just like, hey, that's a difference. It's just a difference. That was my first time to really see him up close in person. So I mean, he's a really big time player, really big time player. I got to see iSchool and Grayson because they had a big time injury. So I got to see that game. Grayson looks really, really good. A lot of good guys on that team who are really solid players. iSchool, with all the players they lost, they still got a really good, solid team as well. So that was a good game as well. So those are some good games over there. And even with the season opener, there was a lot of teams that I really, really like. Rob, you named a lot of guys who did a really, really good job in those games and stuff like that. One team we didn't talk about, Katie Tompkins. They look real good right now. You know what I'm saying? BB is playing at a different level. Huh?
Luke Cochran.
Yeah.
Luke Cochran.
Camilo Yakubu.
Yeah. Yep. So they it's some good basketball going on right now, man. Some good basketball. So really good basketball.
Stop lying. Everybody not playing good basketball. Stop lying.
I said there's some good basketball. I didn't say everybody.
And we got to see. I got to see
a lot of basketball games this weekend.
Well, we got to see 3 of the top. Well, 4 because I'm throw Crosby in there too. We got to see 4 out of the top 10 5A teams on Saturday. So you got to see Pato, Goose Creek, Beaumont United, and then Crosby. That could be like 3 of those teams. Well, realistically, what G? 3 of those teams could be in the regionals.
And Goose Creek Memorial.
Oh, I said Pato, Goose Creek, Beaumont United, Crosby. 3 of those teams could be in the regional.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hold
on. Because Beaumont United gonna be on the other side.
Yes. Yes. Three of those teams could be in the regional.
Mr. Day, you looked up in the air like Rain Man. I
had to think. I had to think about how it slotted because last year Goose Creek got second in district, so
yeah,
they met up with Crosby in the third round. This year they'll be first place, so they won't meet Crosby.
They'll play Beaumont United in the third round.
Yeah, they'll have to go.
Well, Mansfield was last
year. Yeah, yep.
That's Beaumont United in the third round.
Yeah, we had comments going.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm multitasking. I apologize.
Howdy, Mr. Raspberry. I saw you at the game too. I didn't want to disturb you though, because you was intently watching the game. I saw the Stewart family up there too, but they was too high up for me to go over there.
They was up in the They was hiding, man.
They was hiding.
The Stewarts was hiding behind the basket.
I seen y'all though. We seen y'all, Mr. Stewart. We spotted y'all.
Was hiding behind the basket, man. We seen the Stewart family. What's going on, everybody, man? I know I ain't been responding to the messages because I haven't really been.
My little thing didn't even light up like his comments, so I was like, dang, we ain't got nobody.
Seth Dickinson. No, we got people chiming in, man. Seth Dickinson is tough.
Seth Jones.
Seth Jones. I said Dickinson because he goes to Dickinson. Seth Jones is tough. I can't wait to see Dickinson is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Especially when they play against Clearbrook. That's a matchup that I'll make sure that I will be at for sure. When Dickinson takes on Clearbrook, man. Trying to figure out my lighting on my computer. So I just was kind of tweaking, trying to mess with some stuff, man. I got a bunch of lights on, but it looks like I'm over here in the dark with a flashlight. And so I wasn't really paying attention to the feed, so my fault.
I like it.
Back-to-back 29 and 27 to open the season for Seth Jones, man.
Yeah. Too big. Outings,
yeah,
man.
29 against Westbury and then 27 yesterday. So he averaged about 20.
Man. Hey, that boy Seth Jones went through a lot. He's persevered and it's happy for him.
Yeah, we seen y'all though, Mr. Stewart. Y'all wasn't hiding too. We spotted y'all as soon as y'all came in. We're like, oh, they go to Stewart's right there.
Yeah, we seen y'all
trying to Jones, man.
trying to hide, man. But no, Mr. Stewart had to come and check on, make sure his kids was doing what they supposed to be doing,
They
man.
look real. Hey man, I know, right? I'm gonna say this, because I ain't get to talk to Coach Peavy the other day. Duncanville, scary, right? Scary. So we gonna see Richardson Thursday, right? So
they a different type of monster too.
yeah, we gonna see Richardson against Clear
Side Creek.
Side Creek. Hey,
Corey
I'm letting y'all know.
Josh-
My guy Corey Hadnot already said, "Hey, y'all better
What he
be
say,
ready for the
man?
show. Hey,
Hey,
y'all
I
better
believe
be ready. Hey,
I believe in Corey, but
hey,
Casey
it's statement
Wallace-
game, baby. Hey, it's statement game, baby. Hey,
Wallace tough,
Hey.
man.
hey,
Tell that boy Corey 25 or better. He could come be a guest.
hey. It's about
Hold
to
on,
be
man.
real.
He already been a guest. What you mean, man? He was on Carol's Corner, man.
Let him know.
Better
Let
go
him
back
know,
and,
Rob.
go back and rewatch on, boy. Corey already been a guest on Carol's Corner,
Let
man.
him know,
He's a
Rob.
friend to the show.
That warrants a second appearance, is what
No,
I'm
I
saying.
do. 25 again, because I know Casey Wallace got him, and I know he got Casey Wallace. So he about to have a tough week because and I'm not saying that Corey is or is not going to produce, but he got Sam Bradford defending him Tuesday. Then Thursday he got Casey Wallace. That's two good defenders right there. Because Sam said, I say, Sam, you got Corey? He said, yes, sir. I said, all right. I said, all right.
Guard in the country.
Ooh-wee, man, you know.
No, for sure. You right, Gary. You right.
Mike Wallace got more blocks off the backboard, off the glass, than anybody that's under 6'4" in America.
He's
Casey's tough,
he's
man.
a clown. But what I was gonna say was, I know Duncanville is scary. We got Richardson, but I still think, just me, maybe it's the homer in me. Coach Martinez, the Eagles of Atascocita, man, they got a shooter's chance, man. I know Kanye Ortiz got to kind of get adjusted. It's a different district, different type of teams he playing. AJ Unction, Angel Johnson played well. Caleb Pouncey unfortunately took an injury in like the first 4 minutes of the game, and he was out for the rest of the game. Landon Jawamin played really, really well. If y'all don't know that name, coaches, get familiar with that name. Landon Jawamin can help you win games. Trust me. G-Day seen it. Doug seen it. The city seen it. The kid can play. They look really good, though. They look really good. David Martinez, defensively, I liked what I saw out of him. He had burst like the old David Martinez on offense, but I liked him picking up Montana. Montana played well, too. Montana Wheeler played well, and Hilton Harris had 15 rebounds also. But defensively, he picked up Montana 94 feet the whole game. He did a solid job containing him into the end. So it was rocking though, man. Y'all go ahead. I don't want to talk too much, but
No, man, you good.
man, it was rocking though. It was a good game.
Side note, y'all. Side note. I gotta scream this to the heavens. Our freshmen upset the defending women champs, Stanford. And I say
Who are those freshmen that you speaking of?
Rory Horman, Kendall Hunter, Aaliyah Moore, the Slimes, the Unicorns.
On the road.
The McDonald's All-Americans.
That was big time.
The McDonald's All-Americans and Oklahoma Gatorade Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
On the road, the defending national champions on the road. You know how hard it is to beat Tara Vanderbilt at home?
Say her last name again, Rob. I like how you say it.
Tara Vanderbilt. You know how hard it is to beat her at home?
And you
Freshmen?
You went and did it with 2 true freshmen. 3
Shout out to the Lady Longhorns, man. Shout out to them.
So,
Coach Vic doing a heck of a job.
You know what? Let's give Coach Jennifer her flowers now. Cause she really cultivated something special over there at Side Creek. And I just happen to be a witness. I ain't out here saying, oh, I knew from the 6th grade. Man, I ain't know them kids in the 6th grade. But I'd be a fool to not know what talent looked like.
I did.
I knew when
So
I first saw those kids that they different.
They both used to work at the YMCA off of 249 Cypresswood while I started training. I used to go in there and train, and they used to be in there getting busy. When they was little girls. Like, I know the dad. Like, so I knew them two was gonna be problems. Problems.
Like real talk, I said this on Twitter. If you take your 5'7" and below son to Teddy Wheeler to train him to be a point guard, if your daughter's 5'5" and below, you need to go to Mr. Harmon. Cause that boy Mr. Harmon, like low key, he's so modest, so humble. He trained like 30 other kids in the city, bro. Like his fingerprints and his DNA is tough. You feel me? So like, people always be asking, yeah, everybody can't be Roy Harmon or Kendall Hunter. But, at least put your child in the right opportunity to at least learn what they was learning, That's all I'm saying. But that was a segue back to your regularly scheduled tune program.
But yeah, no, a lot of good basketball this weekend.
a lot. Oh, G-Day. Chemo. Smart Marcus Millender had a good game. Kamari Millender had a great game. Went 7 for 8 from the 3-point line. Another kid that can help college coaches win basketball games.
Say, bro.
Keep the faith and keep preparing for your opportunity, young man, because it's coming. I wholeheartedly believe that they say the city says I'm a chemo fan. I'm a fan of all kids when they playing well. You know what I'm saying? That kid's playing well. He's gotten better every year. He's added things to his game every year. They said he couldn't shoot last year. Now he's shooting. We seen him go 3 for 4 against Beaumont United. He went 7 for 8 from the 3-point line last night against Crosby. So, I mean, he wins. He's a program change. He changed the coach at Clearbrook, district MVP.
Who would Clearbrook they got there?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with you being a chemo fan. Shannon Sharp is a LeBron James fan.
Well,
I
don't have picks. Like,
hey. Listen, at the end of the day, you can have whatever picks you want. If you like a kid, you like a kid. That don't mean nothing. Hey, it ain't your personal kid. So hey, it's fine. You're rooting for someone else's kid. So I mean, hey.
Bro, you can't be a hater. You can't be a hater if you like somebody's kid that ain't yours, bro.
Exactly. Mr. Dudes asked a question, G-Day, for you.
Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix this lighting. I know it looks like I'm looking at y'all right now.
Mr. Dudes, we can't talk about that.
That's why I said G-Day got that one.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh no, Gary got it, whatever it is. Gary got it, man.
Mr. Dudes, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't talking about that.
So us at the shot clock would like to address the elephant in the room. We know everybody is asking why PJ Haggerty did not play. And first and foremost, shout out to the team that won. Secondly, some shit just not in our pay grade. Like we not privy to everything. Y'all found out. Now we might have found out maybe an hour or 2 hours before the general public did. But what make y'all think we know? If we did, I think we'd be violating some type of HIPAA violations by talking about an injured kid.
He said HIPAA violations.
So as far as the legal representation for the shot clock, I rest my case, and we can segue into something else.
Sorry, Mr. Dudes.
Preach.
Love you, Mr. Dudes. I guarantee you they'll have it on that show you watch tomorrow on the top. I guarantee you. It's gonna be juicy. Shout out to the good fellas, Robert Hatter and Jim Hicks and Chris. What's Chris' last name?
Walker.
Chris Walker.
I just want to show something real quick too. Go cop the magazine, man. No, Jim Hicks did not pay me to say this, but this is 95 pages of goodness. My man G-Day, my brother Doug, Jimmy, the legend, they worked hard on this, man. They got whole 3 or 4 pages of free money and scholarships in here, man. They got articles about the Overtime League by Angel Verho. I hope I'm saying his name right, from the Houston Chronicle. They got district schedules, previews, man. All that for $5, man. Get with G-Day, Jim Hicks, Doug Jones, Robert Hatter. I'm sure he got some too, man. Get this, man. It's like the holy grail of high school basketball, man. Get you a copy of this, man.
It
the
is.
best brought to you by Robert Carroll.
No scholarships for everybody. I need money too.
Get it and fast.
Yeah, they got a whole like they got whole pages of like free scholarships that you can get for your kids, man. You can't beat that. That's the best part to me.
Basketball University on my screen. I saw something on the gram the other day. They coming back.
They doing clothing now.
Well, they doing that's why I put it on the screen. They did have some really good players.
They did.
I like the direction that Rossi is taking it right now.
So they're making clothes?
Yeah, he go right here.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Whoever is their designer is got them looking really nice. And y'all know I'm not really big on like fashion and all that, but like honestly, I would rock that. Like I like the logo, I like the looks. It looks really good, man.
Mr. Dude's trying to get us in trouble, man.
No, man. He ain't trying to get us in trouble.
One thing I would say, Rossi has always he has always been an inventor. You know, he's always done big time stuff for the city. I mean, even when he's doing in the college rounds with these big tournaments, he's doing stuff like that. Like, big shout out to him, man. Like, it's bigger than basketball. You know, the AAU situation with the way it went or whatever. But he's found so many other ways to do things for kids and stuff like that, and continue to keep inventing himself. So, big shout out to Rogers for sure.
Yeah, I just told I say Rossi and I Mo Elroy too. They two of the people that always in the forefront of reinventing themselves and rebranding themselves and not getting stuck in a certain box. And every time you think you got them pegged, then they go and start something different. And they both very successful at what they do, man. So I gotta shout out both of them young black entrepreneurs.
Big shout out to my boy.
Where's Rossi from? Ain't he from the Beaumont area or Port Arthur?
I think so. I believe so.
Big shout out to my boy Mo Elrod.
I was gonna claim him as a Chicagoan.
No, that's Mo. You can claim Mo.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't gotta claim Mo. Mo already know. I was gonna claim Rossi, man.
Well, you know, he's legendary out here. But Mr. Dudes, I'm gonna say this. My opinion is this. If we continue to allow people to do certain things and not call it out, it is what it is. Okay, I ain't baited in. I said my opinion last year too about everything. I told y'all how I feel about the word "the brand." I am very X the brand type of stuff. So I ain't gonna say no. Again, one thing that G-Dot said is very true. I ain't gonna never speak on any kid's injury because I don't know. I don't know the kid. I don't know. I don't know him like that. So there's nothing I can speak on about the injury. But I am going to say this. A lot of people play when they're hurt. So that's all I'm going to say.
You happy, Mr. Dudes? You got something.
You know what's really not fair though? This not on him. He's not that type of kid. This is what happened when you get adult egos in the way of high school basketball. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Like,
And that's really what I'm talking about.
You know,
G-Dot. Exactly. Go ahead. Exactly.
Like, I'm just gonna be real, bro. Like, you know, like I seen that boy hop on Twitter and call out Wesley and Terrence. And I was like, hey, them Beaumont people built a little different. You thought you had problems with the Coos, fam? Them Beaumont people gonna make that right. Like, I don't say, man. Say, you know how I feel. You know, I've been real quiet lately, but you know, anybody that tweet that they don't like people with long hair, and half of their summer team is comprised of kids with long hair, I can't rock with you.
But Bobby, side note, Lamar Port Arthur's looking really, really, really good. You know what I'm saying? I'm biased because my son Evan Palmquist is out there getting it in, but my boy KJ, Kyrie, Kyrie, Devin McCain, Landon. I mean, it's a lot of kids that's out there.
Jeffrey Day.
That's from the city and things like that. So, but I will be honest that, you know, they're playing really good basketball. Shout out to the coach of Lamar to get those guys over there who had, you know, different roles in the D1, you know, for all three of those kids and even some of the kids who was from different D1s. But I think he did a great job recruiting them, giving them that opportunity to showcase who they really are on that platform and get them back to the level that they want to play on. And this weekend, they beat two really good teams, New Mexico College and South Plains, which were in the top 10 in the country. And Lamar Port Arthur wasn't ranked. And I'm not going to lie to you, when I watched New Mexico, it had three guys over 6'9". Three guys that can play natural positions. South Plains is big too, so really big up to them. They're doing really good out there. Couple more minutes. I mean, couple more weeks. They'll be going to Florida to play against another top 10 team as well. So, hey, my boy G-Day over there getting in trouble.
You know
no.
Lamar Port Arthur workout 2 years
Hey,
ago.
Man, Mr. Dude. You right, man. I gotta show my one wedding ring, Mr. Dude. You're right, baby. Got to.
Shout out Mr. Ordon too, man.
I'm a new married man.
Jaden was killing the other day. He had 29 against Vernon, 29-7.
Yeah. Jalen had a big. Hey, he didn't get to play last year, so he got a point to prove. And I know when they play a certain team that they got to play twice.
Hardin Jefferson.
No.
Oh no,
a different team. When they play that team, I know he's gonna go off in those games as well.
Coach Bundage, what you talking about? The disrespect, Coach Bundage? What you talking about?
Yeah.
So we talking about Lamar Port Arthur. We know y'all won, Coach. We know.
The district. Shout out to Lee College as well, man. We're gonna shout out Lee College.
Man. Chance Brown.
They ranked in the top 25 in the country as well. That region's gonna be tough.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Rob.
Gonna be tough.
Rob, you bring up them people out here. Look, Jalen in the comments.
Yeah, Mr. Ordon.
He don't want them problems. What's
Mr. Dudes, Joe will be playing coming in December.
What's up,
They
Jalen?
gonna get even better. They gonna get even better.
What's up, Jalen? Shout out to the gang, man. Jalen is good. Man, today we doing the Texas Invitational preview.
Yeah, hold on, man. Don't jump the gun, my brother.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, my
asking.
brother.
My bad.
My brother.
My apologies.
My brother.
You see, y'all see how the man been bullying me the whole weekend, man. Don't sit by Jeffrey Day, man. Man, turning my computer off and all kind of stuff, taking my food
Hey, man,
and
I ain't no
everything,
bully,
man.
man.
Hold on, what
Hey.
shirt you got on today? Let me see the shirt.
Oh, I got on my RCS sports shirt, man.
Y'all was eating well this weekend. I seen y'all.
Hey, that was G-Day went to the hospitality room like 6 times, bro. Made me go with him one time. I had to act like I wanted water. Man, you go walk with me, man. I'm like,
Hey,
hey,
bro.
I went twice. One
And
time I
stuff.
went on my own because I was hungry. The second time, somebody made me go because they didn't want to take food home.
Oh.
that wasn't me.
No,
Hey,
they
before-
came
I
and made
wasn't there.
everybody. They was like, y'all come get this food. We ain't taking all this home.
Oh, okay.
But all I did was I got some chopped brisket, man. It was good. It was. But no, man, a lot of good hoop this weekend. I didn't get a chance to talk about, who I felt stood out as well. I would say that my MVP of the whole entire thing will have to go to Chris McDermott. Really big game. He looked really well. Finished the ball, ran the lanes, played aggressive, was patient, had good footwork, good hands, very active. Jaquil Registry as well though. Really tough. Showed his inside and outside game. Showed that he's capable of guarding 1 through 5 on the high school level. 1 through maybe 3, maybe a couple of some stretch fours on the college level. But liked his game as well. Chemo, you already said it, Rob. Every year it's always he can't do this, he's not this, he's not that. And so he goes back, he takes it. That's one thing you can't say. He takes it and he goes back and he works. And so we've seen him. He's shooting at a very high rate right now. And I'm not talking about like toting the high school line. I'm talking about pulling 25 feet like NBA range, draining it. Playing really solid. Smurf facilitating the ball. Really smooth. You already talked about Landon and David Martinez. AJ Unks hitting big time shots, quick trigger. Caleb Pouncey unfortunately went out early. Would have liked to seen that. Montana played really well. Brody played solid. Hilton was really big for them on the glass. That wing, small forward, like small, not a small forward, but a small 4-man role for him is really good. I know he doesn't really want to play that role, but when he does, he excels exceptionally well at that. The big three, the 3 Kings from Goose Creek, they always put up numbers. They look even more solid right now.
Bro.
Shout out to them, man. Hey, Austin Nunez, even though he got in foul trouble, he still was a problem. Really love the maturation of his game. I do.
Had to drop 41 the night before.
Yeah. As well, Kevin Garcia from that team too, 6'5",
Yes, JL3
small forward, man, very active. He just understands basketball. Really polished kid. Gets things done. Man, it's so much, man. It was a lot of really good kids, man. The Episcopal Booker T matchup. It was a really good matchup. Saturday matchups were good. Of course, everybody would have liked to see the PJ Haggerty versus the Millie boys. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to see that. And so the Millie boys still came and did what they do. Put pressure, be leaders. They have the whole team. The whole team looks like they play just like them. Like scrappy, getting your grill. Like they bring that toughness. It makes everybody else be tough as well. We see Tosh Lyons now starting to step out, shoot on the perimeter. I know Gary keeps throwing, G Dot
Where
keeps throwing
where
his hands
where,
up, but these are all his guys that he
where we see
talked about
Tosh
long
Line
time
at?
ago.
Where we see
He
Tosh
mentioned
Line
this
at?
long time ago. People wasn't listening to him, but hey,
No, no, no,
Preseason
no,
champ.
no. Where the
no, we're
Preseason
gonna
champ.
is that?
preseason jam last year. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, look,
The proof's in the pudding, bro. Like, and they gonna wonder why. They gonna first thing people gonna say is nobody did their job with a kid. How you could do your job if you can't see him? Keep cooking, Mister Day. Keep cooking.
no, the Side Ranch and United game, it started off really slow. Um, it was a very methodical game. Key thing that stood out, you already talked about Mikey Hawkins. You talked about Ryan Moore, but also to me, not getting Terrence involved early on was kind of detrimental for United. He can't be your star player and not touch the ball for the first 3 minutes of the first quarter. Um, you have to use him better.
Y'all lying.
Not not taking away the W from Side Ranch. Congrats, man. They got a tough schedule, and this is. And I told Mr. Raspberry this off air. You build a tough schedule because you want to be able to take those lumps, those bruises, those bumps early. Like even if it's not a loss and it's a win, you want to have the experience of playing against high level guys, so that once you go through district and you get to the playoffs, we've been here before. We've been here. Let's settle down. Let's get ourselves together. Unfortunately for them, they're in Region Two, man. And Duncanville's in Region Two, and Duncanville looked scary um, on Friday night, man. They did. Sean Jones still played a really solid game for Shadow Creek. Cam couldn't really get going the way that he likes. And see, that's another thing and this is what I like about Coach Peavy, and not just Coach Peavy, but the players. They know who they're playing against. And so I know how to play against you because I've played against you all summer and I've watched you all summer. And so, but a lot of kids don't think that way. Like just listening and watching during the timeouts, they're talking about no, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna the kids, not the coaching staff. He's gonna do this, so we're gonna move here. And that's big. Like when you understand the game and you understand your opponent, that really helps out a lot. So those kids have seen just about everybody, and so they're gonna be really good. Um, Man, Katie Tompkins, Alden Davis. Everybody was like, man, I'm not sure about Davis, but hey, Les Lewis, I didn't nobody know who he was really. What a lot of people don't know who he is. You know, but Les Lewis came, he showed, he played. He was really big for them last year. Got to see him last year. Tough guard, really good skills. But Tompkins has a lot of pieces, a lot of firepower, man. They do.
A lot.
And Joel isn't healthy yet. When Joel gets healthy, that adds another dynamic when you got a 6'8" post guy. And then we still don't know about Scotty Guillory, who's a freshman, because he's playing football and they're in the playoffs right now. Varsity is. Um, and so he may come in and play varsity like maybe when it gets to district time. And he's another kid who's going to add. Um, and so they
He
just
is
got a
so
lot of
serious.
pieces over there, a lot of firepower. But they looked really solid. Kingwood Concordia Lutheran game went to double overtime. Um, hey, that game was really tough. Both teams played half court basketball. I was expecting to see Concordia Lutheran with that 1-through-1 be able to get a lot of defensive stops and transition to basketball. But Kingwood is really patient in what they do, and that's a game when I was like, man, This is why UIL needs a shot clock.
Oh, bro, that coach run that system like the back of his hand, bro. Like
Hey,
that's
they took their time, and there's
but
nothing wrong with that. If that's what the rules say, and that's what the rules allow, then use it, utilize it. I get it, I understand it. I'm not a fan, but it is what it is. If it works
I
for
don't
you,
playoff games with that playing style.
yeah, yep. And that's how a lot of transition up and down teams get beat in the playoffs because once I take the lead, all I got to do is hold on to this basketball, and we're gonna take a minute to a minute 30 off the clock before we go shoot a layup or force you to foul us or whatever the case may be. Um, but speaking of shot clocks, the SPC starting next year will be using a shot clock for their entire season. Um,
I wonder where they got that from.
we know, man.
Florida, they got Florida because Florida's using it in their whole statewide.
Yeah, the whole state of Florida is. California's been using shot clock. That whole West Coast, Washington, Oregon, like those states have. A couple of states on the East have too, but Florida's doing it this year. Georgia's talking about using shot clock next year. I know Illinois and Indiana's using shot clock next year as well, and so it's making its way into the high school game. It's just some games I just wish they had them already.
We
Um,
need it ASAP.
but if the rules say you can hold on to the ball forever, and the other team got to come out and guard you or foul you to get the ball, um, that's just the rules of the game. Man, a lot of games. I know I'm missing some games that was played, some teams. Um,
Somebody asked about. I'm just saying this real quick, GD. I'm gonna jump in. I know I spoke on it earlier, but
yeah,
I said this when we was doing district picks that Coach Taji Rito, that was formerly at Hampshire Fournette, was gonna come to Nimitz and change the culture there.
the Nimitz game. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Javarius Thompson, Kentrell Royston, Eric Woods, and McGrover
They had a freshman.
O'Dilly. Oh, you talking about Julian Fredericks, the guard with the braids?
Yes,
Yes.
he's solid. He's
Yes,
tough.
he is. I like him. He talks.
Yeah,
He know what spot he's supposed to be in. I keep saying it. Me and Coach G is my guy. I'm gonna say it again. Coach G my guy, right? Cause at Westfield. I think Westfield gonna win the district, but I think them is gonna get a game on them this year. I don't think they're gonna go undefeated in district. I
Oh,
think
we
that
still got
system,
Zion over there, huh?
yeah. But I like that system that Coach Rito got, man. He a very energetic, like you were talking about coaches stealing wins, like he'll steal wins with his energy, like his belief into what he doing, his system and his players. Like he ain't sitting down, like he get over here, do this. Call, during the free throw line, he calling people over doing plays. I like that. I like to see coaches engaged to the game like that.
but not just that. They only had one senior playing. Very young team, full of sophomores and freshmen. So down the road, Kentrell's a junior, but down the road, um, they're gonna be tough, real scrappy, not really big, um, just flying everywhere to the basketball, and so I really like the way that they played as well. Nimitz is solid. Um, Second Baptist had flashes at times, but that Nimitz team was just too much for them, too fast of pace of a game in that game right there. Shout out Nimitz. Um, my guy Rakin got in the game. I wanted him to shoot the ball every time he touched it, but that was me being a fan.
Yeah.
And hey, guess what? We are human. All of us are human. Sometimes we allow situations to get the best of us, and we become fans at times. And I know I'm guilty of that, especially when it gets to state. When it gets to the state, like I'm whoever from Houston, I'm fan. Like I'm the fan. Um, and I can know all the kids on the other team from the Dallas area or San Antonio area, and they know. I mean, hey, this how you stop him. But that's just that's just how it goes sometimes. So sometimes you do get caught up, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, a lot of good matchups. Any more matchups or kids that y'all want to speak about before we segue?
I got one.
Yes,
Okay, go
sir.
ahead.
Richmond Christian and Eric Huckle. Like that's who I'm gonna be a fan of this season. That's like I like the move. He seems like like that's a good fit. We got some pieces over there, Coach Guidry. So since we're talking about being fans, I'm gonna be a fan of it.
Yeah,
Larry,
man. And ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You remember G Dot, man, when we was it was Dickinson versus Bel Air at the regional championship game. There was lots of times where I'd be like, G Dot, he'd be like, man, that's my school.
And then guess what? Like,
and you still, even afterwards, you still went and did an interview with Tremont right after the game.
Was
like,
good, bro. You talked about it here, like, and I don't think people understand that. Oh, so we lose yesterday. I see Jackson Fields at Stafford. I say, how'd you do? You want an interview? Congratulations on the dub, because we had been talking noise all summer. Him and Chris, they play with the hoops. And they was like, oh, we got y'all, right? And Jackson was like, yeah, I put them clamps. We won. Like, so kids get it and we get it. It's just everybody else that don't get it.
True.
Like, it's always about the kids for us. And we love to see kids.
Always about the kids, man.
I want to say one more kid that I forgot to.
All right, go ahead.
Larry Lyons from Pearland.
Yeah, from Dawson.
Played really well in the loss to Pato. He was the bright spot for Dawson. Played really well.
Yeah, he's a really good kid, man. Yeah, Larry Lyons, man, athletic, can shoot the ball. Played with pace.
Yes.
Poised. Solid. He was really solid. Anybody else want to chime in? Was there anything in the comment section that we missed that we didn't touch before we move on?
What's called said he still takes BU double digits versus Bel Air.
Oh, they messing with G Dot. Oh, okay.
We here. Hey, I just said what I said. What was the spread?
I don't even remember what you said.
Everybody was like 15 and 20. I said, give us less than 10.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We in the game, though. It's cool. Mr. Art Dawn.
But next year, I don't think he's going to be able to say that next year, though. Bel Air going to be a lot older. They got a lot of freshmen playing this year. Jacob be a senior. Some other guys that have a lot more experience underneath their belt. I think Bel Air might get them next year if they play next year.
It's a good series to play every year for us.
Yep.
It lets you know where you at early on in the year, like, and that's another group. Terrence West, Traylon Portia, Paye, like all of those kids. I saw them all summer. So it's always good banter. Ooh, hey, it was free. That's all I can say on my end.
They both was good. I gotta give that there was some good gumbo at that tip off. It was a really good gumbo. The dirty rice, really good gumbo. They had some spaghetti. It was really good.
That was the tipping point for you, though, at the gumbo, because I remember you.
Gumbo was good. Gumbo was good.
Hey, I'm saying this, though. I'm saying this. Can't nobody beat me. I'm the snack king at the events. If you need something, come holler at me, man. Hands down, I'm the snack king.
Rob then saved me by 3 playoff games. My blood sugar was low. Hey,
He got gummy bear worms, gushers, lightsaber,
Rob be
Jolly
having
Ranchers. I'm
he
talking
be
about,
having
bro.
the snacks you
Hey,
never heard of
bro,
before.
I'm talking about, bro. I'm like,
And
he
they
opened
be
the
hitting on
bag.
G-Day.
He opened the bag. I was like, man, hold on. I'm at Costco. He got everything in here. Everything. And it's the
Y'all,
big bags. It's the big bags. He ain't got like the little candy.
That's
y'all,
it's the
y'all
family.
remember next Friday when they was talking about Baby D and she be having the
All the
Twinkies,
snacks.
the salad with the glitter on them, man. That's Rob with the snacks.
That's me,
He be having
man.
the snacks ain't nobody ever heard of before.
Nope.
Hey, man, I'm on it, man. I'm on it. BU only loses the Arsenal next year. No, that's facts. That's facts.
That's fine.
They still. I'm gonna say this before we go. I know we gotta go to segue to something else, but they got two pieces they still missing, and that was kind of glaring needs yesterday. Like they ain't getting Cameron Mickles to December, and the other kid to January.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Raspberry for sure. Like, hey, that whole bottom of that bag was filled up from Friday to Saturday night, man. I was pulling stuff out all day, man. I got what you need, man.
Bro.
Texas invitation next week. I gotta find you, Rob.
So before we get to the tournaments that's happening next week, we're gonna talk about a couple of games that's gonna take place as well. So games on deck. So this is Monday, tomorrow. These are 3 games tomorrow that people should get out if you want to get out and see some basketball. These are 3 games. You got Adobe versus Atascocita. The game's at Atascocita. You got Manville at George Ranch. And this will be Manville's first game of the season. And then you have Fort Bend Elkins at Eisenhower. So if you're on any of these sides of the town, these are, the top 3 games on that's taking place on tomorrow. Fellas, y'all want to do some picks?
Oh,
Monday.
Pasadena,
I
Manville,
think everybody's going to pick Atascocita.
Manville,
Manville. I think everybody's going to pick Manville.
and
everybody's
Fort Bend
going to pick
Elkins.
Elkins.
Elkins, yeah, that's my
Hey,
3.
you know what? Sometimes you get wrong, and so, but that's going to be our picks for Monday's games. Going on to Tuesday's games. Tuesday's November 16th. We got a couple of games on deck. We're going to talk about 6 games. First, you got Yates at Madison. You got Cy Falls at Clear Brook. You got Cy Creek at Goose Creek Memorial. These are some tough games.
Heat.
Tough games.
All right, so I'm going with Madison because I like the young guy over there. I like him a lot. Whoo, this next game. Whoo. Hey, right now, I'm just gonna say I'm neutral because I got love for both sides. The Millie
It's a
boys,
big injury in this game, though.
You
Somebody
know,
might not be playing.
Josiah. Who?
You brought it up, Rob. You gotta say it.
Josiah McWright might not play.
Hipper.
If he don't play, ooh.
Hipper, Gary telling us Hipper. He's warning us.
Hey, if he don't play, then
Gary, know I know about the Hipper. I work at the hospital.
Hey, if he don't play, then I'm gonna have to go Cliff Brook. If he don't play, it's gonna be tough. But if he playing, it's guards on decks on both sides. You got bigs on deck, JoJo. You got bigs on deck. You know what I'm saying? So, but that to me, that game right there is probably. Damn those, Mr. Diggs. And y'all know me. Y'all already know who I'm going with that last game. I'm riding with my guy Corey Haddon. I just think he finna show out, man. I think all these big games they got this year. This one against Elkins. I think it's this year to show everybody like, hey, y'all gonna have to go ahead and move me up top 5 in the class of 2023. So I think he gonna have a really good game against them. And Stock Creek got pieces that a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people they don't know about that I feel like helps them a lot with him and the other lockdown king over there. You know what I'm saying? TJ Ashford. And then, a lot of people don't really think about, but Noah Martin is a 3-point assassin. So, he's a lot taller this year. He's a little bit more physical, but he's a 3-point assassin. And I just feel like the way TJ Ashford and Corey Hadnot plays on both ends of the floor, that they are always going to give themselves a chance to win. And they do have size that may not be like big time guys, but they got a 6'9" over there. They got a couple 6'5", that's, just solid role players, So I think they just got a really, really solid team. And, they big three that they talk about, Corey Hadnot, TJ Ashford, and Noah Martin, I just think they surprise a lot of people the way they play. Surprise a lot of people. And then also you gotta give credit. TJ Ashford and Corey Hanna both are very battle tested. Last year we're deep in the playoffs. Cy Creek was really good. So their backcourt is really battle tested. So I just think people think it's gonna be a blowout, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good game, but I'm riding with Cy Creek.
So I'm going with Madison over Yates. I'm taking Clearbrook over Cy Falls, and I'm taking Goose Creek over Cy Creek. Rob, who you got?
Madison, Gambrell. I think Elijah Hill I think this year they don't have nobody match up with Elijah Hill. Once they break the press, he's gonna be dunking the ball. Clearbrook, and I got Goose Creek in a closer game than everybody expect. I think Corey had not gonna get his numbers, but I think the trio of Woodson, Coleman, and Bradford gonna be too much for Cy Creek on the road.
Baller plug, who you got, man?
I ain't gonna lie. It's a tough game for Jake and Gambrell to come back after fouling out, because scorers gonna want to score. And Yates in that trap. Told y'all they won by 1,000.
They did.
So
they did. And Young Murphy hoop.
this ain't the game. This ain't the game for Madison. No offense to my guys over there. I got Yates, no Josiah. So I take Khalid Brook. And then, I've been high on Darius Woodson, Avant Coleman, and Sam Bradford. I feel like they still grooving after last year's playoff run. So sorry to Corey Hadnot or whatnot. He's still my guy. But I'm going to take Goose Creek Memorial.
Then in the second slate of our games on deck, for Tuesday, November 16th, you got Katie Jordan versus May Creek. You got Katie Paytow versus Crosby. And then you have Episcopal versus Bel Air.
The Battle of 610 this week? Oh.
It's Tuesday.
Oh. I know where I'm going to be.
What game you talking about?
Episcopal and Bel Air.
Episcopal and Bel Air, the Battle of 610.
Oh, okay.
And so on Tuesday, I'll be at the Katie Jordan versus May Creek game.
Jamal
I'm
Creek.
gonna go with May Creek on that one.
Yeah.
I'm taking Payto over Crosby, and that's Bel Air. Episcopal game is gonna be really tough and interesting. I'm gonna go Bel Air over Episcopal because Bel Air is at home. Bel Air's at home, so is HID still no fans?
Nah, we packed house.
Okay.
Come on
Rob,
down.
who you got?
I got May Creek against Katie Jordan. Katie Payto against Crosby, and it's gonna be a tough game. I take Episcopal. I like what I've seen from Justin Big.
Mr. Ordon said, I guess. He gonna take Bel Air. I guess I'll take Bel Air.
I'm gonna take Episcopal on the road against Bel Air.
I got
I
Mr.
you.
got.
News wants to know if the hippos is gonna affect the crowd.
Mr. Dude, stop it. Hey, stop it. Stop
And
it.
who's your picks, man? Who you got?
Uh, I'm gonna be a rebel, man. I'm gonna be a rebel. I'm gonna go with Katie Jordan over Matey Creek. Um, I like the way Katie Jordan been playing this year. Um, I just wanna be the opposite, be the devil's advocate, um, type of situation. I'm going Pato, regardless if Hippo is there or not. Um, I'm going Katie Pato. Uh, and then, oof, I, I ain't gonna lie. Two players not playing with Belair. Uh, I'm just kind of like, man, uh, that would have sealed my. But I'm gonna go with Belair because they home. Even though I really like a pistol, I'm gonna go Belair with they home. So
Baller plug. Who you got, man?
Man, I really don't want to pick against Jamal Creedon and May Creek because he really tough. He next. He next. I'm just letting you know that kid can really play the game of basketball. I'm gonna go upset because Coach Jordan and Katie Jordan, he just like he don't never have to have a star, but he always produces and is efficient. So I'm gonna take Katie Jordan, even though I know how ridiculously talented May Creek is. I think
yes,
this
sir.
is a trap game, and I'm gonna say it. I think this is a trap game for them. I'm gonna take Crosby over Payton because I don't see them just having two bad performances in a row. Hippos or no hippos, I'm just gonna take them. Um, and then the last game, I got first off, shout out Justin Begg, Jaquil Register. What's my other guy over there at Episcopal number 2? Burrows.
Yeah, Jonathan
Ain't that
Burrows.
Jonathan
Yep,
Burrows?
Jonathan
Shout
Burrows, yeah.
Jonathan Burrows. You
out
got
those
Hope,
kids
little Hope over there.
Got Jaden Holt over there, Jonathan Burrows, Brandon Mawaba.
and the bright skinned kid with the fro.
So those
All that
are you can't we know who you picking, man.
all that
Yeah,
being said, I mean that's the first game at the crib, bro.
It
Like
is
the
first
legit
home game.
in the new facilities. So I just want people to come out. We don't care about my pick.
And then
I
Friday.
probably would have been there, but I got a game tomorrow.
Yeah. Woodlands Christian plays Concord Lutheran on the 16th as well.
We play on Tuesday, and you
I
can
mean
you can
Tuesday. My bad. Tuesday. My bad. My bad.
So this is Friday. Like there's gonna be tournaments is going on. We're gonna talk about those two here in a second. Um, but there's just some games that's not of they have nothing to do with tournament play that's going on Friday. You got Fort Bend Travis versus Cy Falls, Episcopal versus St. Francis Episcopal. You know
who
this
is
is gonna be
really tough.
yeah they're solid young first year being a varsity program. St. Thomas Episcopal versus St. John. Um, So these are just three games. If you're not going to either one of the tournaments that we're going to talk about here shortly, these are three games that you can attend on Friday as well.
I
Yeah,
got Trent.
Archie said he's going to be at the Concord Lutheran Willis Christian game.
I got Travis, Episcopal, and St. John's.
I got South Falls, St. Francis Episcopal, and St. Thomas Episcopal.
Oh, I forgot a game, Mister Raspberry. I'm glad you said something because I did see that game, but then I just like went by really quickly. So Cy Ranch plays Bel Air on Friday as well at Bel Air.
Damn, that's tough.
I wish I'd be there for that game, Mr. Raspberry.
I got South Falls. I got St. Francis Episcopal, St. Thomas Episcopal, and I got South Ranch against Bel Air on Friday.
I'm gonna go with Travis Episcopal, St. Thomas Episcopal, and Bel Air.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Bel Air against Sour Ranch.
Hey, talking about hippos, Mr. Raspberry. Where Jalen Bernard?
He's hurt.
Jalen Bernard's out until maybe playoffs if he's healthy enough to come
If
back.
healthy
If not, please take your time to get
Yes.
100% healthy. I would like to see. I would like to see you 100% healthy versus coming back and not being 100% healthy.
Yeah.
And that goes for any player. Any player out there. Don't if you're really hurt, don't play. But if it's pain that's tolerable, go ahead. But yeah, ACL injury, like that's not something to be taken lightly.
Yeah, that happened early during preseason.
Been there, been down that road. So
Good to see him on the bench cheering on his teammates, though. Had a lot of energy on the bench.
Mr. Raspberry said they like being the underdog. See, when you're an underdog, you get victories, man.
That's
Hey,
why
shout out to the Booker T fan that was cheering on.
And that's what Mr. Raspberry said earlier.
That
What
dude
about
was
the Booker T fan?
crazy.
Hey man, he was going crazy.
Hey, Clyde say he want to take him on the road with them. He say they can hear
No,
him.
he will be. Yeah, he will be a good parent to have.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of Booker T, shout out to Walker, Lil Walker.
Oh, Andre Walker the second. Yes.
Hey.
Played real good. Yeah.
Solid, man. See, I'm glad you brought that up. Was really solid. So we got two events that's going to be taking place here this upcoming weekend. You already know what one of them is: the McDonald's Invitational Pasadena tournament, highly touted event. The road to the state starts here is their slogan. It's always a really good tournament. It is every year. Really good. A really good hospitality.
Yes.
And guess what? They use their culinary system. So the kids who are in high school who are in the culinary classes, they get to do all the cooking. And you will be surprised on how well they prepare the food. Like you would think that it's being catered and brought in from a restaurant.
I told you, Rob. That's why they're the best hospitality room.
Look, I get it. I appreciate the kids putting their culinary touch on it. But the spread at the Berry Center is second to none.
It's just something about food being cooked with the sweat and tears of kids.
The
That
sweat.
just makes it so much.
When you make it sound like slavery, man. You said
No,
sweat
he make it sound
and
like a
tears.
sweat.
Bro, you out here tripping now.
That's the sweat and the tears of the kids. Who do you contact? Man, Mr. Dude's crazy.
Mr. Dudes, man. That's why I like Mr. Dudes, man.
Hey,
See, we ain't none. Now one of us is gonna ever get a PJ Haggard interview again, bro.
I got one.
I never wanted one.
I don't.
I said,
Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
Mr. Don say so. So you enjoy sweatshop food?
yes, it tastes better when you know somebody.
Look, that's from Saturday. That's from Saturday, G Dot. Look,
I got the interview, G Dot, man.
turn up.
But that's what I'm
Turn up,
saying.
man.
Like,
I had
not
to
about-
step in for my guy because he wasn't there. You know,
Yeah,
my
it
guy, the baller plug, he'll grab a kid and he'll come grab you and be like, "Huh, do this."
Yeah, that boy, Gary don't give you no time to
Hey,
prep.
he put
boy.
you on, man.
He
But
do.
honestly, that helps you build a relationship with the players as well.
Yeah.
Facts.
Bro,
Facts.
bro, I am the king of executive producing an interview on the fly, bro. Like,
But be like,
go ahead. I ain't gotta be in the camera.
Man, that's it. So, but no, I mean,
stupid.
G-Dot, we'll still get interviews, G-Dot. Like it's not like we're saying anything that's out of line.
Bro,
We're not.
I be in him, bro, and I be wanting to go ask for an interview, and I be getting all kind of mean mugs from people. It's fam. I got some
Yeah,
stories.
shout out, little Andre Walker, man. I'm gonna keep shouting him out. So when I go to the HISD facilities,
Mr. Andre. Nah, but he played
Hey.
good though. No, he played solid.
no, he did hoop.
Hold on, wait. I bet you he know what media is for the next 4 years now.
Look,
See, now you being ignorant.
no, his son can play.
Nah, his son can't play.
I ain't fronting. Like he really did.
I know he could play because he told me he could play. But like I said, next 4 years, we on the flow. We in that thing. Watch.
That's true.
Watch.
So hey, 2 tournaments going on. McDonald's Invitational is going on in Pearland, and then also in Magnolia, a tournament that I had no clue about.
Pasadena, Jeter.
No. And there's a tournament in Magnolia.
No, you said McDonald's tournament going on in Pearland. I said Pasadena.
In Pasadena. It's in the P. I'm not from here.
You from
they
Peoria?
both by each other. Ain't they both on the south side?
They told me you was from Peoria though.
Hey man, look, I was just
ain't they next door neighbors?
Yeah, they kind of in the same vicinity.
Hey, we all in the same area. But there's another tournament going on in Magnolia called the Doghouse Tournament.
Yes, it is.
This is the tournament that's going on in Magnolia.
Oh, yeah.
Doghouse Invitational.
Dang,
you got Goose Creek playing. Umbo, Bryan. You got Klein playing. Willis, Friendswood, Cleveland, Magnolia, San Antonio, Connor. You got Spring.
May Creek.
A-Leaf Taylor. South Lake Carroll. Magnolia West.
SWAT in the building.
And May Creek. So I'm picking who I feel is going to be in the championship game come Saturday at 1:30 p.m.
Goose Creek and May Creek
versus Goose Creek Memorial.
Yeah, I got that too.
That's easy. It's easy.
May Creek versus Goose Creek Memorial in the championship game. Saturday 1:30 at Magnolia High School. This is
who you got?
I got San Antonio O'Connor versus Mansfield Timberview.
Hold on. Where do you see Mansfield? Oh, yeah, I do see Mansfield Timberview.
Yeah, they play.
That's gonna be a tough game.
That's a tough game.
Mansfield Timberview versus May.
But hold on. But
that's gonna be a tough game for May.
It is.
But they're on the same side, so they won't be in the championship. They can be in the Final Four.
Oh yeah, they can't be in the championship. Yeah.
My ADD kicking in. My bad, Ant. My bad.
But Goose Creek's by far the best team in the thing. They're going to championship.
Goose Creek versus Mansfield Timberview.
All right, I got May Creek versus Goose Creek. I like Mansfield Timberview. They will coach too, but I like Goose. I like May Creek though. I got Goose Creek as the champion of this though.
He say Mansfield Timberview. All right. Last time I bet it against Fob, Fob called me out. So, Fob be on that coaching, man. I'm telling y'all.
Mr. Raspberry, Timberview's always good, man. They're always a solid team. They got Leslie, but
they don't got nothing else.
I don't see them going too far in this tournament. When you got like a Mansfield,
I ain't gonna lie.
Sitting there. Go ahead, Ant.
I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, Klein in this tournament.
Yeah, I know. So I got Klein and Goose Creek in that Final Four up there at the top.
Well, they
Well,
can't be. They
that's
second
the second
round.
round.
They're gonna meet in the
That's the
second
second
round.
Man, Goose Creek winning that, man. I know Coach man.
Hey, Klein coach been there for 100 years.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Coach Warner been there for 25 years. No, for facts, but Goose Creek too much.
But y'all also, y'all can't sleep on Brian though. I know. What's cause not there no more, but they still got a lot of people don't know. Like Brian, they got a 6'8" in Sam. They got another kid who like 6'7", 6'6", really thick, big boy. And then what's it called, brother?
Hold on, Ant. Hold on. We can't call nobody kid thick.
Bro, what you mean? Like, bro, what's up? Anyways, I could have said something else,
Kid,
bro.
a big kid.
Like he's built like he's a big kid. He's like a football player.
We want to be body positive on the show, bro. We don't.
Bro, I
He
didn't.
said you
Bro,
body
what's up,
shaming.
bro? Bro, nah, anyway, I'm not body shaming. If you would have never said that, we wouldn't be talking about this. See, but see, that's what I'm saying. Bro, like,
that
see,
boy didn't know exactly what I was talking about when I said it. Look at the emoji,
bro.
He's like,
Okay.
you solid, bro.
He's solid. He's solid.
There you go. He's a solid kid, man.
Thank you, Mr.
Bro, you can't call nobody 18, 17, 16-year-olds.
Bro, what you mean? Bro, he got a football body. My bro, like thick. He's solid, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like, bro, it's what it is, bro. Like, he can hoop though. He look like Baby Davis. He can move. Like, the kid can hoop. Like, he was on varsity last year as a sophomore. He's a junior this year. He got the kid can hoop. Like the kid can hoop. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, my point is, Brian, ain't no slouch. Like, they really got a good team. They got a really good team. Like, they not a slouch. So they gonna be pretty good. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's gonna be a good game against Klein. Like, Sam, they got over there. He's a rebounder. Like, Klein gonna have to play against them. It's not gonna be a walkover because they got a lot of size. So it's just a lot of people don't know about Brian because I can't even think of the name right now. I don't know why I can't think of the name. G, what's the kid that's at PSAT?
Oh, Dylan Glover.
Dylan Glover.
Yeah, he's not there no more, but they still got a lot of pieces. What's it called that's at Panola that went to Brian last year?
Hold on, Dylan Glover at? That ain't Hippos.
He's at PSAT.
PSAT.
Oh yeah, I thought you said he wasn't there at PSAT.
No.
I think he wasn't at Brian anymore.
He's not Brian no more. And then the senior that graduated that went to Panola G-Day. Why my mind going blank? I just seen him play. No, Washington went to Side Creek.
Side Creek.
G-Day, you know what I'm talking about? Play with RL9 in Austin Takeover.
Mm-hmm.
He swole. He really athletic.
He went to Johnson, Rodney Johnson.
Yeah, so his younger brother.
Oh yeah.
His younger brother go to Brian, and he had 20-some points in the game when they played.
Yeah, Rodney. Yeah, Coach. Shout out to Coach Bondage. Helped me out with the name, man.
Yeah. His younger brother go there, so they got a good team. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't just sleep on them.
I ain't disrespecting nothing that Coach Anthony Willis said. But with all that being said, whoever Goose Creek playing in the second round, they smacking it.
Oh, they gonna win, but
they ain't. Coach Warner can't do enough scheming to scheme Coleman, Bradford, and Woodson out the game. He ain't got enough to scheme all three of them out the game, and they got other pieces too. Hold on, some other kids on that team too that the world needs to know about. Hold on. Where's my notes? Here we go. Bam.
Mr. Dude said he's calling the Hippos.
Darian Williams and Decadrian Wise too.
Yeah, they didn't play. They didn't play at the season opener, but there'll be two pieces.
No lie. I do be having to kidnap these kids because coaches, whether they win the game or lose the game, will mess over your son getting an interview because he want to go tell them, you know, that NBA.
We can't say we kidnapping kids on the show, man.
Yeah, man.
Can't say that. That's worse than saying thief. We do not kidnap kids. The thoughts and
but
words.
We know what he's saying. We know what he's saying.
Bro,
but
gather kids up for interviews after the game.
To the FBI, we are not kidnapping no kids.
We are for
hit some back always. Hey, you know what? The greatest interview that we ever got.
He didn't realize what he just said. He didn't realize what he just said.
Oh wow! I did. Wow.
And they got on the black hoodie.
You good, man. You good. We got it, man.
Like, bro, no, real talk. The best interview that we ever got that nobody could have seen because we didn't allow it to be aired is when Yates played in the season opener and they played Morton Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
It was Cash Money taking over for the 9-9 and the 2000.
Hey, I was back there for that interview.
But I
was back there with you for Antoine Norman. Yeah, I remember that interview. That was a bad interview. I'm glad the interview never aired, but that was bad.
We have to be socially responsible for these kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
They was saying wild stuff.
I mean, I think we could talk about it now because LJ's in college. He announced.
Yeah, they all. Yeah, Ruben.
Everybody's successful, right? Ruben's at UNT.
Yeah. Eddie doing good, transformed his body, doing well. They was talking.
A bad help there. But yeah, so Antoine and what's and Fat, right?
Fat is Antoine. Oh, you talking about Darryl Brown?
That was Darryl Brown.
Darryl Brown and Antoine was talking crazy.
They was like, "Oh, this number one," and Bobby was like, "Okay, little brother, you know how Bobby be like, hey." You know, he tried to deflect it, and boy, they was on. Antoine had the tux on that year.
Yeah, he wore the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red bottoms with the diamonds. Yeah.
See, we need to get back to that. We need to get back to competition. We need to get back to dressing up for the matchup so you can come get this L.
Bobby said, "Don't tell." Bobby said, "No, don't tell." They was talking crazy back there.
Hey, they was, but they didn't care, man. They kids, and that's another good benefit with doing interviews and also talking with kids. They don't know how to have an interview. They don't even know how to be interviewed. They don't know how to conduct the conversation. Since G-Dot's kind of telling that, I won't tell the whole story, but there was a time when I had a college coach on the phone, and I had G-Dot on the phone, and I had Bobby on the phone, and the kid. I called the kid because the coach. I've been trying to get in contact with this kid, and I cannot. Like he's blocking. So I called the kid. He doesn't. These kids don't know how to talk to coaches. Like,
I think I know about this interview too because you told me.
They don't. But this isn't the only kid ever. Like this happens almost every year. Like kids, all I do is I connect, but the kids don't know how to talk to the coaches. They don't. They really don't. And also, parents. A lot of parents don't understand the different levels. Like they don't get it. Like.
It was about 8 words in that conversation. And I'm just like, hey, nobody, like, after hi and bye, it's only 6 other words that occurred. And it was like crickets on the phone, bro. And I was just like, this can't be how it go. But, yeah, Some people just don't know.
I had to pay to get on the phone.
but go ahead,
Go ahead.
right?
No, go ahead, Ant. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we can't get back to the competition if Hippo is out here though. We can't get back to the competition with Hippo out here. Cause the Millie boys was talking cash on Twitter.
They put an ad on it too.
Hey, let me at you. So
you know, I like it when you put an ad on it.
At real.
Man, as we prepare to close out this show, we'd be remiss if we did not talk about these teams playing in this McDonald's Texas Invitational Basketball Tournament held in Pasadena.
Thank you,
Robert Carroll.
Thank you.
You have teams such as Allen, you got Alvin, Angleton, Atascocita playing, Barbers Hill, Baytown Sterling, Brazos Woods, Corpus Christi's Veterans Memorial, Clearbrook, Conroe, you got Crosby playing, Side Creek, Side Fair, Side Ridge, Deer Park, Fort Bend Bush, Fort Bend Dulles, Fort Bend Elkins, Fort Bend Hightower, George Ranch, Grapevine, you got Lamar, you got Summer Creek, you got Morton Ranch, you got Katy Paytow, Katy Taylor, Katy Tompkins, Langham Creek, LaPorte, Louisville, how you say that, Hebron?
Hebron.
Louisville, Hebron. You got Manville, Midway, you got Lake Creek, North Crowley. You got, of course, you got all your Pasadena, you got Dobie, Pasadena Memorial, Sam Rayburn, South Houston. You got Pearland, you got Dawson, you got Richardson coming down, you got J.J. Pierce, San Antonio Clark, you got San Marcos, Spring Branch Memorial, you got College Park, and you got Tomball. And that's just on the boys' side of things. On the girls, you got some squads coming down too. You got Alvin, Angleton, Barbers Hills, Brazerswood, Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, Cedar Park, Cibolo Steel, Clear Falls, Clear Springs, Converse Judson, Crosby, Side Creek, Side Fair, Side Ranch, Deer Park, Galena Park, West Side, Klein Oak, Mansfield, Lake Ridge, North Crowley. You got North Shore, all your Pasadenas, Pasadena Dove, Pasadena Memorial, Sam Rayburn, South Houston, Pearland. You got Dawson, San Antonio Johnson, San Antonio Veterans Memorial, Spring Branch Memorial, and Summer Creek. Man, loaded, fellas. Loaded. And games start on Thursday at 9 a.m. Go all the way to 7:30. Games on Friday from 9 a.m. all the way to 7:30. Man, it's so many matchups that it's not enough time to talk about it. So y'all know what that means.
Tomorrow.
We got to come back tomorrow and talk about it.
Uh-oh.
This is on the boys and the girls side. Lots. Hey, I heard it's some McDonald All-American candidates who's going to be in the building on both sides. Hey,
and my guy gets to go against one of them, baby.
it's going to
Thursday night, 7:30. Thursday night, 7:30. Corey Hadnot against Richardson. TJ Asher against Richardson.
Hey, Mr. Ardorn, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. Hey, Mr. Dudes, that costs $50 advertisement out here. Hippos and no hippos. Can't be out here advertising in the comment section on the show.
Yeah, shout out to Cutting Up Barbershop, man, on Washington Street, man.
Tell Cutting Up to
precise.
come watch the show, and we'll shout them out a lot. Tell them
Yes,
to
sir.
Tomorrow
subscribe.
night, what time, G-Day?
Hey, tomorrow night, I know y'all football fans, so y'all can do both. Had a football game on the TV screen. I don't even know who playing. I'm just saying.
It don't matter.
Don't matter.
It
Oh.
don't
We
matter.
talk about-
Everybody team
talk about
lost
the-
except mine.
So 7:00 tomorrow.
We
7
still going
o'clock
to the
tomorrow.
playoffs. Ain't true.
But before we go, we got a couple more things, man. We got to hit y'all with the updated rankings on the teams. So we're gonna start with the private independent route. Still at number 1, you got Legacy. You got Houston Christian coming in at number 2. Concordia Lutheran number 3. Westbury Christian number 4. PSAT drops down from 2 to number 5. St. Thomas Episcopal at number 6. Grace Christian comes up from 10 to 7. Episcopal drops down to number 8. Woodlands Christians drops down to number 9. And Second Baptist still at number 10.
Who St. Thomas Episcopal got to be at 6?
Well, they
Matthew
right now
Lewis.
they're 3-1.
Matthew
Oh,
Lewis.
Lewis out
Terrence
here
Brown.
on boys.
Yes, Matthew Lewis out here dunking on boys. Top
Shout out to-
10 a
Yeah,
Yeah, he was a
nominee.
top 10 nominee. He was a top 10
Top
nominee.
10 nominee.
Then going
Top
to the
10.
3A, 4A, you got Booker T after a big win retaining that number 1 spot. Yates bumps up from 4 to 2. Stafford bumps themselves up to number 3. Silsby drops down. When they get those football guys back, it's going to be a different story for that Silsby group. Hardin Jefferson, number 5, they got the win. Hampshire Fournette got the win, number 6. So they both jumped up. Fur drops down from number 3, all the way down to number 7. After taking a loss to Bush. Mickey Leland got a victory. They jumped from 10 to 8. And Hitchcock and East Chamber both get their first games on Tuesday. So it's gonna be
Mr. Day, Fur was at number 2, at number 3?
no, number 3.
Yes.
Mm.
He was high on first.
Mm.
Hey, you bring your whole team back? So,
He ain't bring his whole team back.
they was freshmen last year.
Hey, that's why it was a preseason.
I know I got you. I'm not,
Hey,
I'm not making the ranking. I was
No,
just saying,
Oh no. We did better than a lot of other entities.
I know we did. You ain't got to tell me about us.
Next on jumping over to 5A. Power rankings. You got Goose Creek jumping up to number 1. Katy Pato, number 2. Beaumont United drops down from 1 to 3. Fort Bend Marshall jumps up to 4. High Towers at 5. Crosby drops down, number 6. Kingwood Park jumps up to number 7. Manville plays their first game Tuesday against Georgia Ranch. Lake Creek dropped a big game for them. That drops them down to number 9. And LaPorte got a victory, and they stay at number 10. This is our 5A ranking.
I would switch 4 and 5 in my head, just because Chris Marshall's not back, and I
He's
feel
not
like
back yet. And they got to play each other twice.
Yes, bro, that's gonna be so tough in that area. That's gonna be tough.
It is. 6A, Power 10. You got Atascocita number 1, Elkins number 2, Clearbrook number 3, Cy Ranch jumps up all the way to number 4, College Park number 5, Westfield number 6, Bel Air had a tough game with Elkins. They dropped down to number 7, Cy Falls number 8. Tompkins finally gets in the rankings at number 9, and Shadow Creek drops down from 2 to 10.
Mr. Raspberry like that. See, Mr. Raspberry.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I knew it was coming. Number 7.
It's all fun and games, man. Before we let y'all go, we back. Top 10 countdown. All right, man. Let's get it rolling. Tough and up and under move right there. Justin Bays, number 10. Number 9. You got your kill with the steal. He's going to take it down and get a nice one-handed flush. Coming in at number 8. Big time block right there. Hey, man, if Mikey was about 2 or 3 inches taller, man, totally different story. Dubum. Alley-oop. Coming in at number 7. Hey, that's nasty, man. Hey, Faith Family is going to be a tough 4A team, man. Hey, Des McKee, game winner, man. Matthew Lewis out here dunking on boys. Shea Airborne dunking on boys. The number 1 play of the week. Jacob Cole. Number 1 play.
Hey, Mr. What doing? Why you ain't say nothing about that?
Bel Air get the number 1 play of the week.
It don't matter. Wins matter, right? That's how we celebrate.
Yeah, the wins is what matter. Hey, don't forget to send in your clips. Y'all can contact either one of us on any social media platform, and we'll make sure that we get those clips in. Deadline is always Saturday by midnight. Saturday by midnight. Make sure y'all get those clips in. Please, please, please. Let's not wait till the last minute. It does take a little bit of time just to put them together.
Yep.
If you cash out $30, he'll slide you past the deadline.
Yeah, but good show, fellas,
You
man.
say somebody got humbled on that dunk. Nah,
he was still talking.
Hey,
he went right back down the next play.
Yeah, the very
next play.
He came down, twing, step back 3, and told the crowd to be quiet, man.
Hey, hey,
Chris is that guy. Like y'all.
Yeah, some kids rise to the occasion of that hype, man. The big lights, like they like that stuff.
He didn't run away from nothing on that EYBL.
And I used to tell my kids, the kids I used to coach all the time, you're going to get dunked on.
You're going to get dunked on.
Guess what? Accept it. Take it. Next play. Somebody in your lifetime, somebody's probably going to make you slip, make you fall. Accept it. Next play. Guess what? I may be clowning you on the sideline as your coach, but hey, next play. Let's go. Like,
the game's the game.
We all been dunked on. Shit.
Yes. Man, Mr. Dude said he want to put his clips up from 1999, man.
Oh, wow. Hold on.
Y'all got some clips? I got some clips.
I ain't never played basketball before.
I mean, I haven't either, according to the people, but I got some
Bunch of
clips.
people. I ain't
Hey,
never
bro.
I got some clips. I got some clips of me making some people fall on
Y'all
video.
childish.
We a bunch
Y'all
of non-varsity guys that's talking about.
This the only varsity guy right here. That guy is the only one who ever played varsity basketball.
I know, man. Dang, 4 years on varsity. That's kind of tough, huh?
And varsity and college football out here. Like, you know. It
I'm gonna
is
have
what
to
it
go
is.
next time. I'm gonna have my VHS tape sitting right here.
Hey,
That's crazy that I got VHS tapes of game.
hey, you know
Hey,
who
this
was
the
really
first four.
quiet? Lion ass Scout was really, really quiet this weekend. I think
He
they took
was. I wonder where he was.
taking a
I don't know. In a gym somewhere. Watching.
taking a L.
It was
You
watching.
know, super troll when super trolls win, they on the Twitter at 8:00 in the morning.
Miss Miss Rodon, I wore long shorts like TJ Ford, man. Like I ain't wear the little bitty shorts. That's
You mean like Michael Jordan?
no. Remember TJ Ford? His shorts was way too big.
He had in the photo shoot of 04
Oh,
You
draft.
know, everybody wore big shorts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had
yeah.
the long shorts.
I remember when Michael Jordan came out the long shorts and
I had on big shorts. Yeah, I mean he had them too, but like TJ Ford shorts was huge.
the
Like
Fab Five, baby.
his
Fab
shorts was
Five,
huge.
baby. No, they was though.
Who
That
is
was
so,
disrespectful.
Miss Raspberry, when you find out, let me know.
We
'Cause
don't
I have no
know.
clue
We don't
We don't
who
know.
lying. I've had so many speculations on who he is, and it turns out not to be that person. So
Whoever he is, he has done a great job of keeping himself incognito.
That is the
I'm
greatest secret in high school basketball that nobody actually can
guess
pinpoint it.
what? I'm gonna make a burner. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but ain't nobody gonna know it's me, man.
Mr. Don say he probably a Bel Air fan. Hey, this shout out to us though. This the first show of the second season that we all was on here.
Yeah.
For the
First show,
whole-
week one,
Yeah.
man. The high school season. You know, as soon as the tournament starts, the tournament portion start dying down. We're gonna get back to it. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna get back to the regular way, man. Just in case y'all forgot what that is.
He's on fire!
We're gonna have baseline boys.
Hey.
That him! What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis?
Hey.
Willis back and also
One thing you'll never see me do, and that's giving up. That money, you right, can't get enough. Pump pressure to the game, and I ain't letting up.
Hey,
and we're gonna have Carol's corner, man.
We got to get Rob a new.
I gotta get a new picture, bro.
When I see y'all them, we gonna update everybody profile pics, bro. Cause
I gotta get a new pic.
y'all 2019 now.
Everybody say call the account the hippo plug.
Y'all gonna know what it is.
Miss Raspberry, y'all got Miss Raspberry. Rich won. The Texas girls won. We're not gonna talk about y'all football team. I know me and Mr. Raspberry. You know we got some top 10 action going on. But, you know, I'm excited though, man. Glad.
Hey.
It had to be next season.
Shout out to all of the college kids and the kids from Houston playing college basketball.
Yes.
A lot of them are doing really good jobs.
Yes.
Really good jobs.
Savion Flag had 31 and 11 the other day.
Xavier Willer had a really good game against a really good team called Duke.
22
really good game.
Nobody has had more assists in their first two starts than Xavier Willer.
20. 20 plus.
Yeah, so shout out to all the kids, man. Playing at D1, D2, D3, JUCO, NAIA, NCCAA, whatever you playing in. You know, it's a small percentage of you guys that's doing it. Everybody doesn't get that chance. So, shout out to you. Keep grinding no matter the situation, no matter how rough, no matter how tough it may be, no matter how ugly it may look at times. You got to be willing to bet on yourself and put in the work and work harder than everybody else and make it be no doubt in that coach's mind. Even if the coach don't like you at times. Make sure that when you get in, you make the most of that time. But this is a shot clock.
Sir. And we back tomorrow.
We appreciate you all. Always do. Make sure that y'all like it, love it, share it, retweet it, whatever. Talk about it. Hey, screenshot it. Talk about it. Tag us.
Tag your granny on Facebook.
Tell everybody, man. Till the next time, man. Until tomorrow. We out.